Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe. Comment on the video, let me know what you think. Y'all, Martel, the Scotts, all four of them, and Carlos, they're all some punks in my opinion. Now let me just start by saying, all of this mess that's going on between Martel and the Scotts, I'm going to blame Carlos. And the reason I'm going to blame Carlos is because had he allowed everything to be across the board and fair on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and had he not incorporated his feelings, his emotions, being scared that the Scotts might walk because they didn't want to show their reality, instead of calling the Scotts on their bluff, he's seen that the Scotts needed a paycheck. Instead of him saying, okay, well, you don't want to show your reality, Carlos calling on the next couple that he can bring to Love and Marriage Huntsville, instead of Carlos focusing on a core six, Carlos should have allowed the Scotts to exit stage left, because he knew that the Scotts were receiving a paycheck for a reality show, and it inquired them to show their reality. But instead, Carlos allowed the Scotts to punk him. Now, Martel, why, I don't understand why he's going to go to Tasha K to get his point across and to out Marceau and bring his mistress to, well, one of his mistresses to the forefront. I don't get it. Now, on one hand, I do get it. I do get it on one hand, because Tasha K is messy and she have no problem asking the gritty, grimy questions. And because she don't have a dog in the fight, whatever information that may come out about Marceau, it might not seem force-fed, because we all know that, like I say, Tasha is gritty, grimy, and if it doesn't sound right, Tasha will follow up with a different question, reword the question, just to make sure that the information is coming out as it's intended to come out. So for that, I can understand. But the information, I believe that Martell is going to Tasha K because the information that may or may not come out, or that he wants to come out, he's just looking for the information to reach a lot more people, because Tasha K has a huge following. I believe that's the only reason why Martell is taking it to Tasha K. Now, the reason I don't understand why, I don't get why Martell is taking the information, and I'm just alleging that Martell is taking the information to Tasha K, because it seems like every time Martell wants something out now, he's using the Tasha K platform, like when he want to get some information out, whether it's true or whatever. Anytime he wants something put out on Melody, he's using the Tasha K platform. So that's the only reason I believe that it's Martell behind getting the lady, whomever is supposed to be Marcel's mistress, to go on Tasha K. But like I say, the reason I don't understand, or I don't get why Martell is using Tasha K, is because Martell, he should be putting out his own body of work against the Scotts. and him putting it out himself, whatever information is to come out about these people, if he did it on his own platform, Martell would set the internet on fire. He can create his channel and come out spilling the tea uninterrupted in segments, make some money, and with whatever guest he has hooked up with Tasha K, he can have them on his own platform and make money in the meantime. Seeing as though that he can use some, he is broke. He don't have to do what Ariane did and just tell everything on an Instagram live. Martell can actually create his channel, his YouTube channel, and Martell can get busy spilling information, dropping nuggets, bringing information out to the people against the Scots, whomever he has they're in their circle. Martell can get the upper hand, and he can get his he can basically get his spot back because with the Scots being true punks of their own reality, Martell, he don't have anything to lose. But the way he's going about trying to get the information out is a punk move, in my opinion. He needs to let the Scots know that the information that's coming out, that is coming directly from him to them. So there's no misunderstanding. Let them know this hit is coming straight from him. It's no reason why. They already know the reason. Because Martell, he's been getting punked out by the Scots for seasons. Melody, she tried to tell Martell that the Scots were not his friends, but because he got this huge vendetta against Melody for leaving him that he just can't let go. He paid Melody no attention. He took nothing that she said, and he continued to let the Scots show him up and trick him out his spot on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And maybe he allowed the Scots to, run circles around him to stay in Carlos' good graces. But either way, he allowed all of it to happen. Because at what point do you say enough is enough? Or you let people know what time it is? Even if he didn't spill their tea, he could have still let the Scots know, like Destiny say, I'm still her. Martell could have still stepped up to the Scots and let them know, I'm still him. I still can drop a bomb on you at any day. My life is out there. My life is an open book. You the only person that's hiding from your reality. But now that the Scots have tossed him aside because he's no longer a threat to them and they have no more use for him, now Martell, instead of spilling the tea on Marceau, bringing out or the information that he so-called have in his phone that he just happened to run to his car to go and get. Instead, he comes out with some old tea on Tisha, and her dumb butt owns up to it. But anyway, I get that Tisha and Marceau are one, and Tisha caught a stray, but at the end of the day, I don't, you know what? Because I don't feel no way. I don't feel bad for Tisha at all. I don't. But but the thing is that that's not the information that, people were looking for. He's been talking about Marcel cheating for years, for seasons. So he claims he knows so much about it. He claims that he's been a witness to it and actually participated with Marcel cheating. And he get the chance, get to the moment, and punk out. No. I don't understand how his focus got redirected to Tisha. But again, I don't feel bad for Tisha at all. But Tisha telling the people that Martel is basically on the down low. But they've been protecting him against Melody all these seasons. Again, a punk move. Because why didn't she, fly off the handle with this information way back when? They could have got Martel off their back, or been true to not being Martel's friend on Love and Marriage Huntsville. If this information is true. Because if this information is true, then it doesn't even matter. Martel wouldn't have nothing to hold over my head, knowing the fact, with him knowing that I know that he's on the down low. That's what makes me question Tisha, not only her motive, but her calling him out for being on the down low. But hopefully Tisha, she can stand the heat that Martel may or may not bring her way. Because in my opinion, regardless if Martel remain on Love and Marriage Huntsville or not, regardless if Martel goes to jail or not, regardless if they think that they're about to be free of Martel, I don't think so. Martel, in my opinion, he is not going to let them get away with coming for his manhood. Because Martel, he depends on his reputation of being a ladies' man. And now that Tisha has it coming into question, and I know people saying, other people have alluded to it as well, such as his baby mama. But the problem is that the way Tisha did it was so damaging. And we all know that baby mamas and stuff like that, sometimes, even if it's true and stuff like that, sometimes we all know that when the baby mama get upset, it's like, what do they say? Hell have no fear as a woman scorn. So people heard it when Ariane said it, but it didn't reach as far as Tisha coming out saying that he could possibly be on the DL. And like I said, Martel, he prides himself on people thinking that he's a ladies' man. So I hope that Tisha is ready for whatever ramifications, whatever follow-up that Martel come with. Because in my opinion, she deserves it, and I'm here for it. Because the Scotts, they have been too afraid to live in their reality, because Tisha nor Kimmy, no matter what happens with Marceau or Maurice, no matter what they do, Tisha or Kimmy, they're not going to divorce the Scott boys. They're not going to separate the Scott boys. They may cry in the background. They may get they may get them a support animal. They may run to people with information and beg them not to say anything. Tisha crying to her mama, but they are not leaving the Scott boys. So, in my opinion, the Scotts, they're living by the creed of, it's not what you know, is what you can prove. And since nothing has been proven all these seasons, because either it's been a great deal of begging or payouts or some sort of favors that's been going on behind the scenes to stop the Scotts business from being exposed, the Scotts making a deal with Martel to keep quiet in exchange to help bring down Melody, that was a piece of cake for them. Seeing as though that the Scotts, they never liked Melody either. Just as much as they don't like Martel is just as much as they don't like Melody, because they, in my opinion, jealous and envy. And just like they used Martel, they used Melody as well. But the difference is that they wasn't able to use Melody to the point of bringing her down like they did Martel. Melody realized who they were, but she also, and she, basically cut them off before they were, in the things that they did get out of Melody, it didn't. Melody taught them some things, but she didn't teach them everything. And that's why they are in a rut like they are today. But she also realized who Martel was, and she told the Scotts, Martel is not your friend. And because they were never a true friend to Martel, they didn't care. They did not care as long as Martel was keeping his mouth shut on their business. They didn't care. But now, fast forward to current time, the Scotts, they don't need Martel anymore. And seeing as he's on a sinking ship, hence the reason for Marcel trying to get ahead of Martel spilling tea on them, trying to act like, oh, I don't have respect for him anymore because of the revenge beat, knowing doggone well that they knew about it way before it came out to the people. Now all of a sudden he don't have respect for him when they already knew. No. And it's still, even though that they knew, it's still been Team Martel until they seen as their moment to remove themselves from Martel and cut ties with him. Because, like I said, they were never truly Martel friends. They were never truly Melody friends. They are punks and they are users. And that's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.